What's going on, friends and family? Thank you guys so much for watching Every Day is a Saturday with your host, me, myself, and I, Brian Roof. Hey, guys, it is Wacky Wednesdays where we go live. And guess what? We have a special guest with us, my buddy Jason Steiner.
What's
and he's going to be
everyone?
joining us now for the Wacky Wednesdays. And before we go ahead and get all the way into it, we're going to kind of talk about some new things. So you guys obviously can see there's a little bit of a new and improved look to the show. That is because now the Wacky Wednesdays is part of the Military Broadcast Radio, and we appreciate them bringing us on. So now going to be a little bit of a different spin to the show, but I advise that it's going to be a lot of fun. And now you got two Marines, and Jason Steiner, he will be here to help me whenever he can. He is a busy man. Of course, a lot of you guys may know him because I mean, if you get into podcasts, I assure you, you've probably seen him once or twice. He's big time, on Herostock. He is the CEO, founder, and just busy. I mean, and he works. He has his own life. I mean, and he just gets on all the podcasts, and he helps us all with all our podcasts whenever we need someone. So, but hey, man, how was your day?
It was good. I didn't have to set tile outside today because it rained this morning.
Yeah, man, I guess rain's kind of a friend.
It was a good thing. I was needing to get off the concrete and actually get in somewhere where we didn't have the sun beating on us all day. But yeah, so it was a good day today.
Yeah, and that's good, man. Well, before we get into what we're going to be doing, let's talk a little bit about the shows that dropped this past week for Every Day is a Saturday. This past Monday, we had interview 28. That was with an active duty Marine, and man, it was a good one. It was a long interview, about 2 hours, but let me tell you what, it is worth watching. That guy, he combat several tours in combat, and he's just going through a lot with the Marine Corps currently.
Right.
And then today, dropped my daughter, interview 29, Michaela, who she goes to UC San Diego. And I brought her on to, tell her about her experiences in college and, how it was growing up with a dad who was a Marine. Because, I mean, it wasn't that easy. But but it was a good one. So, make sure you guys go out there, check it out. A lot of fun. And Mr. Steiner, kind of tell everybody a little bit about Herostock, man. Let's talk about Herostock real quick.
Yeah, Herostock, man. It's started out as a one-night event, one-off, one night, has now transformed into basically a day and a half type event. Got the wheels for Warriors is putting on the 1,000-mile iron butt ride from Frontier Harley here in Lincoln down to River Campground. Then they're going to be turning and burning and coming back up to Herostock. Scott Fredenburg with Ruck It Up for Warriors. He's got this Ruck battle and a Ruck march going on, so he's jumped into the fire with us. So they're coming in. They'll be kicking off. Both them and Ruck It Up will be kicking off about 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning, September 9th. And then Wheels for Warriors, their ride will be kicking off at 8 p.m. on September 8th. We've got guitars for vets coming in out of Omaha. Super cool. Taylor runs up into veterans. Something to keep their hands and minds busy as they're learning to play guitar, and kind of jealous because I've always wanted to learn to play guitar. So I'm going to be hitting up Taylor here at some point in time going, hey, I want lessons, which is pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a cool deal, man. And I want to be the next Scotty Hastings, just pick up a guitar and watch YouTube and teach myself, or, something like that. But
And speaking about Scotty Hastings, man, not only did he learn how to play the guitar, but he has, an injury to his strumming hand. So they had to make a whole pick for him and everything. So, I mean,
yeah,
man, you talk about don't make an excuse of why you can't play.
right. He's the epitome of don't make an excuse. I mean,
Right.
it's just his whole story's crazy. And for him to be the down to earth guy that he is, for all the good thing that's happened to him, from minor league baseball to, shooting competitive archery. Now he's a signed Nashville artist. It's a pretty cool story. And I'm curious and interested to see how this story continues to flow now that he's signed with Black River Entertainment, and watching him. I want to see him packing stadiums, at some point in time. And I think the dude's going to do it because he's got the drive, and his story is just one piece of it, but the way he's adapted and overcome throughout, everything that's happened, that's a whole nother story, so, super excited to have Scotty coming in. We got the Blue Collar Band out of North Platte, huge veteran supporters. Super excited for them. We got Dylan Bloom. I actually just talked to Dylan yesterday, 2 days ago. He's so excited to come in and do this. He's just chomping at the bit to get here, and he's going this weekend, I think, to get his new tour bus, which he'll be rolling in the new tour bus pimped out for Herostock. So that'll be kind of cool. We'll have a tour bus rolling in on site. We've got the cornhole game, the tournament. We're actually setting up the online registration right now for that. So that will be coming out. We've got a silent auction. We're working with Auction in a Box. They're sending up some stuff, and then we've got some other stuff that's been donated to us. One of the Marines that I was in with, he's actually making I believe it's a coffee table and 2 end tables. And he's doing an epoxy river type table that he's going to send from Connecticut out to here. So that's pretty cool. I've got one of my old neighbors. He's making some cutting boards and some stuff like that he's donating. Got another guy that carves ducks, and like his ducks are amazing. They're incredible wooden ducks, and he's gonna give a couple of those to the organization to raffle off or silent auction off. We got the gun raffle, and I got put in charge of picking guns, and I'm kind of a gun guy, so I kind of went crazy and got like over $7,000 worth of guns between 3 guns for it.
Nice, damn.
Yeah, we got Shannon, one of the ladies that I went to school with. She'd done a cup for me a while back, and I reached out to her to see if she'd do some tumblers for us. We have the Herostock tumblers now, but we also have this super cool one that she did for us that we're gonna
That's awesome.
raffle off.
Hell yeah.
She did another one. This was actually the original one that she did for me that we auctioned off before. Super high detail, just super cool stuff.
You doing raffle tickets like a pre-sale prior to it, or?
No, we're actually only going to do that on site because I want the people to be there to win, because I really don't want to try to pack stuff up and ship it off. And
got you. Yeah.
The probably the week before this event happens, it's going to happen on September 9th at Round the Bend Steakhouse in Ashland. And the week before this thing happens, man, it's just going to be, I know it's going to be a mad dash all the way through it. And, the second it ends, I think I'm going to want to stop for a second and take a breather. And because I've done 17 podcasts, and I've got 5 more that are up and coming. And so I've been spending a lot of time pushing this out. We pitched it to Legion 1919 last night. They were very receptive of it. I just talked to another Legion out of Omaha today. They're in for a table. We got Steel Pig Forge, which he's not a nonprofit, but he's a veteran, and he's been on Forged in Fire twice. I believe he was the champion of Forged in Fire, and he's bringing in a knife to raffle off And I don't know what he's going to do with the proceeds. I would assume that they'll probably go back to a nonprofit. But he's, super cool dude. He actually wants to start doing some classes with veterans to teach them how to forge knives. Come out to his forge and hang out for the day or whatever, and work on making a knife. And super cool cat. We got 511 talking about coming in. We've talked to 9 Line. They may be coming in. So we have some bigger stuff coming in. We've got some, Out of the Blue Farms. It's a very small nonprofit south of Lincoln. They do a little bit of equine therapy, and they do goat yoga. And believe it or not, that's really
goat yoga.
Yeah, they're like booking it out, dude. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
And their goats are standing on people as they're doing these yoga poses. I'm like, oh, I guess if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But Wheels for Warriors, they're giving away a motorcycle that night to a veteran. The CVMA is coming in. They're actually going to be the sponsor for the veteran. So we have the local CVMA chapter coming in. Bravo Zulu Group's doing a parachute in pending weather. The National Guards reached out. They want to do a flyover with a couple choppers during the anthem. This thing just day by day. I mean, it gets bigger. We got Tree of Valor coming in from South Carolina. She's bringing in these Christmas trees that she decorates with pictures, and the ones that she's bringing in for this is going to be the 9/11. So any of the first responders that died in 9/11, they'll have their pictures on it. She's going to do some Gold Star trees. So they'll have some of the Gold Star family stuff there. It's just like literally people are just reaching out going, man, I want to be a part of this. And as the event grows and we're running out of space, I'm going, holy crap, man. I don't know where we're going next, but we may end up with a parking lot party. I have no idea.
Dang, dude. Well, I guess at this point in time, it's not really a bad thing to have that problem,
Yeah.
It just goes to show you're going to have to get a bigger venue the next time and just keep going and make it bigger and come to California.
Well, that's been mentioned.
We'll find you a venue.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about California, Dallas, Fort Worth area, Nashville. Donald Dunn, he wants to work with us with Operation Encore. He wants to do a fundraiser down in Missouri for us.
Outstanding.
Us and Operation Encore. So that's probably going to happen 2024. Going up to fish with the Primal Outfitters Incorporated out of South Haven, Michigan. Gunny up there, he invited me up. I'm taking my daughter with me. She loves to fish. She's 17. She sings on the gun room radio, and you get to play her, when you're doing your chow time. And so we're going up the 29th of July to scout venues up there and do a little fishing trip with Gunny, and really looking forward to that, a little father-daughter time. And but yeah, man, it's cool. And it's cool, like all the people that I've got to meet and got to know, and the veterans that I've got to meet, through the phone and stuff, that Schaefer Muellers and Sal Gonzalez and Barbara Sim, and Barbara's actually going to be there this year. Just hanging out with us. She's not even really going to sing. We might get her to jump up and sing a song or two, but it's just cool that the amount of people that I've got to meet, not only the guys and gals that are on their way up as stars, but the local nonprofits that I had no clue even existed. And they were literally in my backyard.
Man, that's great.
So
that's outstanding. All right. Well, hey, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. And then when we come back, we got another special guest that just joined in. And we're going to talk about what Wacky Wednesday is going to be all about. And I'm glad we have a new friend in here because he can join in on it as well. So
sweet.
Stand by. We'll be back in a quick break.
When he got killed, he was killed, and the Army disagrees with this, but his man told us that he was killed while they were looking for Bo Bergdahl. He was the guy that deserted.
We had a very close relationship, and I miss it every day. There's just a constant barrage of things that come up that I think, oh, I need to tell Darren that, or Darren would do this, or...
He and his buddies, we would pick them up at 29 Palms and bring them home, and I would hear the stories and how the firefights, the stuff that they don't tell you on TV, the true stories, and I'd sit in the hallway with a pillow crying.
So when he got back from Iraq the second time, the PTSD was pretty much out of control. And they fed him the typical, hey, take this in the morning, take this at night, and multiplied it out. You know, if this wasn't working, if one wasn't working, well, he add 2 more. A couple months later, it's still not working, add 3 more. One night he called me. He was going to stay at base for the weekend. We had a conversation, and probably within 8 hours, he was dead.
I am the mother of Corporal Benjamin Kopp, who was an Army Ranger that was killed in action in July of 2009. The day after he landed at Walter Reed, he was determined to be brain dead. However, the brain death qualified him, if you will, to become an organ donor. And so all of his major organs, bone, skin, and tissue were donated, and his heart is literally still beating today, and a woman from Chicago. You know, I believe it was Emerson, the poet, who stated that the one thing about life that he's learned is that it goes on, whether we want it to or not.
Dear Mom, I had a few minutes to write down what's itching inside my mind. It's been too long since we have talked about nothing at all. Wish I could call. I know you're lost. Please don't you worry. There's no need to hurry. Just stay strong. It won't be long before we're together, right here in heaven. I miss you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything I've needed to. Dear Mom, I'll be there when you breathing while you're sleeping. Dear Mom, I know you are hurting, feeling the burden of me not there. You're way too strong to give up on living instead of still giving the love in your heart. I know it's hard, but never forget the things that I did and the reasons why. You are my mom, so please keep on living, caring and giving. I love you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything I've needed to. Dear Mom, I'll be there when you
you, Mom.
People say, time heals, time cures, time. And it does in a sense, but there's not a day goes by that.
Man,
All right. And we're back.
that
And
one gets me every time.
I know. I tell you what, man. Shannon Book. If you guys don't know who Shannon Book is, he was a Navy corpsman, and we pretty much call him a devil doc. And I tell you, man, he is a great guy, and he's putting out some great music. He has several good ones, and we're playing him on Gunroom Radio. If you guys check out Gunroom Radio, want to hear more of his music and a lot more veteran artists just like him. Jason, check it out, bro.
What's up, brother?
Twistables, nice. Bro.
They're
it's like
good stuff.
The kid got some new crayons. It's like, give me those. There's 50 of them. We're good.
That's a week's worth of food right
some
there.
Other crayons. You'll never know about this. The Twistables, actually, it seems like you might get a little bit more for your bite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're pretty good size. I can't complain.
Yeah.
So, but hey, man, you know what? We got another special guest, and I got my Warfighter. Wait a second,
Corolla cigar.
Dang, bro!
Yeah. I'm excited about that. I need to bust it open and smoke it.
Man, it looks amazing. All right, well, dude. So let's talk a little bit about what we're gonna do, and we're gonna bring on our buddy Scott Fredenburg. He is from Ruck It Up for Warriors, and we just talked about him a little bit ago here, and as we talk about him, bada bing, bada boom, pops up. But before we get into it, guys, what we're gonna start doing here on Wacky Wednesdays, and I would like for everybody to get involved. But we're gonna be asking hypothetical questions, and if there's a hypothetical question out there that you would like to hear Jason or whoever else may be around to answer these questions, and I would love to hear you guys as well. Chat it up just as well. And but before we get into that, let's go ahead and bring in Scott Fredenburg and talk a little bit about Ruck It Up for Warriors. There he is. What's up, dude?
What's up, gentlemen? How's it going?
We'll let the army in. We'll let them in. It's the crayons. How's his crayons looking? What's going on, brother?
He's got crayons all over his arms.
Yeah, man. Lots of color. There we go. Num. Hey, I like that. I like that hat kind of got the little same feeling in the back here.
So I did see yours and I like yours. So I bought this one at Shields, but I want to do one for my organization as well. And I saw you had yours. I was like, yeah, I got to do that. So
well, I'll put you in touch with a guy who's really cool. Oh, dang! See, look at
on the match.
Everybody, hey, look at that, man. We're all rocking it. Look at that. Oh, man. Hey, so Scott, talk a little bit about Ruck It Up, man.
Okay, so today is our 1 year anniversary from the date we signed our 501c3. So that's first and foremost. I put a big post on Facebook this afternoon about all the things we've accomplished over our first year being in existence. So basically, anyone who doesn't know who we are from Nebraska as well. So I'm in the same neck of the woods as Steiner is. So and Jesse from Wheels for Warriors. So started this organization a year ago today. Like I say, we are a Ruck March based entity. Do memorial Ruck marches, do different challenges and whatnot. So up to this day, we have raised probably about coming up on $2,000 worth of donations. So hopefully during this next year, we hope to increase our footprint enough to where I'm hoping we can probably donate another $5,000 and include a couple different organizations on top of that. So things are going good. We will be participating in the Herostock, doing a ruck battle out there. Getting pretty excited about that. Started doing a lot of legwork and contacting a lot of the law enforcement agencies and first responder agencies here in the state of Nebraska, starting to get some responses back on, what people need to do to register teams and whatnot. Just so everybody knows, the team that wins that ruck battle, it's going to be a 12-mile ruck battle. There's 4-person teams. First leg will be a 4-mile ruck march for member number 1. Second and third legs will both be a 2-mile each running ruck. And the last leg will be back to another 4 miles for the 4th team member, just on a regular ruck for the 12-mile total. So the team that wins, we are donating $500 to an organization of their choice who is a existing PTSD program out there. So get your organizations registered. And if anybody has any pull with the Omaha Police Department or knows anybody with the Omaha Police Department, their union set, excuse me, they set aside a $1,000 fund to donate to our organization if they have any of their team members, like any of their people join our challenge. So if you have some pull with OPD, get them teams.
I got you. Sending you something right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm surprised. Like, yes, Jason Steiner doesn't have someone on auto dial or something. Sheesh. You ask him for a point of contact, he'll give you 15.
Yeah, Brian found that out the other night. He's like, yeah, looking for guests or whatever. I'm like, bam, 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 bam. I sent you 10, 12.
Bro, you overwhelmed me. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to circle back later on, even because Scott overwhelmed me one day too. I was just like, boom, boom. I was like, okay, you guys, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys definitely got the no.
So then outside of that event, okay, Corey Clements. Okay.
That's my buddy out of Omaha. He's OPD.
Okay, gotcha. So outside of that, after Herostock, next thing we have going on is we have a month-long independent challenge during the month of October. It's called the Rucktoberfest. So basically, I leave that on the people who participate to try to get sponsors and try to bring in donations and stuff like that for us by them going out and doing a 50-mile challenge during the month of from October 7th through 30 days from there, or basically November 7th-ish or 6th-ish, based off whatever that day is, the amount of days are. So we're going to have an event at Frontier Harley-Davidson, Lincoln, Nebraska, from noon to 5 p.m. on Saturday, October 7th. I'm looking for military vendors out there. I know Jason's going to be out there with Herostock. Jesse will probably be out there with Wheels for Warriors. So if you're around the Nebraska area or anything, doesn't even matter. You don't have to be from around Nebraska. If you want to come out and you have an organization, shoot us an email. RU4@ruckitupforwarriors.org, or just text me 402-326-5268. Let me know.
Perfect, man.
How many vendor spots do you have out there, Scott?
How many what?
Vendor spots do you have out there?
I have to go out there and get a hard count because someone brought up the other day going out. I think you may have seen this conversation as well. Someone mentioned going out there and actually measuring out spots and stuff like that. Big enough to fit 10 by 10s for the shade, and then 6-foot tables, good for that. So I'll have to go out there and I'll have to talk to Chloe Eckberg. She's the marketing director, or one of the marketing people out there at Frontier. So I'll have to talk to her and see how much space we have allotted for vendors. So last year, I think we had like 3 or 4 during our kickoff event, and there was probably room for at least another 8 to 10 down that side. So I could probably take about, I'm guessing probably about close to 15 more.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Time
But I'll
to double or triple up.
yeah. So I'll get
Well,
a number on that.
I could probably throw you a vendor or two too.
I'm sure.
What up, Eric?
Mr. Eric.
Mr. Mello.
Mr.
Love
Billo.
You still on the boat, Eric?
Yeah, bro, what are you doing, man?
Right?
Sheesh.
He's sitting there sipping pina coladas by the pool.
Yeah. This guy. So, hey, Scott, you want to join in on the fun, man, on the hypothetical question? Or you want to bow out, man? You can hang out with us.
What was it?
All right, so what we're going to start doing here on Wacky Wednesdays is we're going to start asking hypothetical questions. All right. I pulled off like 21 from the internet. Jason gave me 3. I went to the wife. She gave me 3. And then I put in 3. And then what I did is I put them in my old cover. As you can see, they're all in here. And I pulled out 3 hypothetical questions. We're going to talk about it. And I would like, anybody that's watching or listening, join in. And if you guys want any kind of hypothetical questions read or, something later in the show, let me know and I will put your hypothetical question into the hat and we'll pull it out. And when I pull it out, I will read your name and say that this came from such and such. But it's just something fun to kind of spark up a conversation and just kind of see what people would say. You down?
I'm down. For sure.
All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into this. And the first question is going to be, what would you rather be, invincible or able to read minds? And this one came off of the internet. So, Jason, we'll go ahead and start off with you, bro. What would you prefer?
Well, I'm a Marine, so I'm already invincible. So I would have to go with read minds.
I'll
Right?
take that. Hell yeah, bro. I mean, shit, he's valid facts. I mean, sheesh.
No, and here's okay. So I want to read minds, but I don't want people to be able to read mine because they go in this head for 5 minutes. They're going out a totally different person.
Man, that's invincible.
Okay. I like his answer. All right, Scott, what about you, bro?
Well, okay, I don't know if I can beat that, but I feel invincible because I'm surrounded by 2 invincible badasses right here. So I got the invincibility part covered as well. So mind reading, yeah, I'd like to be able to read minds of, just from the perspective of, the people who we deal with on a daily basis, all our veteran battle buddies who are struggling out there. I'd like to be able to read their minds and stuff like that.
Right.
So
All right. And, and just like Jason said, we're invincible. So I too, I think I would like mind reading. I think a lot of times it would be nice to know what people are thinking versus what they say, because not all the time do people say what they think directly, especially nowadays, but it'd be kind of nice. And then maybe you can learn in some insight of stuff like, what's the answer? And
Right.
what's the answer?
I may be invincible, but I'm not smart. So if I can find out the answer, that just totally helped me out.
Yep.
Oh, look at this guy floating in the sea outside of the Bahamas. He's
Good
just
for
like,
you, Eric. Enjoy it.
Yeah, bro. Much deserved, man. I know
You'll be
you're out
able to
there
get back to reality
kicking
soon.
butt.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I like that. All right. So let's go ahead. That was pretty good. We'll go ahead and get on to another one. We got a couple here. And if we run out of these ones, then we're going to add on more. All right. So the next one is, this one came from me. If there was one person in the world you could hang out with for 24 hours, past or present, who would it be? All right, we'll go ahead and start off with Scott.
Past or present, who would it be? That's a tough one. So many inspirations out there in my life, but to keep this on, okay. So a little bit about my history, outside my military history, is I grew up a big time fitness buff, and I used to be a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach, and all that. So I got into watching Mr. Olympia. So I'm thinking Arnold Schwarzenegger, because I love that movie. God, what was that movie?
Get down!
Arnold Schwarzenegger, back just to pick his mind during his training techniques and stuff like that, and everything like that. So that'd be the person.
All right, nice. Well, it looks like Jason, you have a fan. I'd hang out with Jason.
Derek, it's gonna happen.
Our buddy Derek would have. Of course you would. Who wouldn't, dude? Shoot. Jason 316.
Yeah, buddy. So for me,
all right.
I'm going a little different angle. Okay. I lost my dad 10 years ago. He taught me everything that I know. That he was a man of very few words, but when he did speak, he listened. Just an incredible human being. So if I could get 24 hours with him, I'd do 24 hours with my dad.
All right. Well, geez, man. Damn. Every answer you got is rough. Well, I just lost my dad January 2020. And he was definitely the one dude in this world, the one person in this world that I could definitely hang out with and not feel judged or anything like that. And just be myself and laugh and have some real fun. Yep. You know, I look back at it, and that dude used to embarrass the shit out of me. But, you know, now I look back at it, and it was all in fun, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. And he taught me a lot about not really giving a shit about what other people think. Right. You know what I mean? And just kind of live life for yourself type deal. So, but yeah, if I could hang out with my dad for one day, I would. Now, if it was non-family related, chesty pooler. Oh, chesty pooler, bro. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to hang out with good old chesty pooler himself?
I like that.
What about everybody else out there? Do we have anybody else that, what about you? Anybody just, what would you do? Who would you want to hang out with for 24 hours? All right. We'll go ahead and take another quick break real quick. I think we're going to let MBR give us a quick break.
Seen her out in LA playing with the band. In Carolina, dancing on the sand. She's a star that's slipping through my hands, like the ones that fell on Alabama. 'cause she's red, white, and blue. She'll get you high as the Colorado skies, and she shines like those New York City lights. As tough as Texas, and brother, she just might knock you to the ground if you start a fight. She's red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. She's my kind of girl, 'cause she's red, white, and blue. She'll wait there in the harbor, holding up her light. She'll bring a fallen soldier home underneath her stripes. She's red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. She's my kind of girl, 'cause she's red, white, and blue. She's red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. She's my kind of girl, 'cause she's red, white, and blue.
Scotty Frazier.
Right, all right. Our brother Scotty Frazier, a devil dog, out there doing some great things as well. Hell yeah, we appreciate you. Semper Fi, Scotty. Hell yeah, man. Freaking just makes me want to eat
I
some
got to talk to him
crayons.
the other day. It's like super
Yeah.
cool dude.
Yeah, man. He I've only messaged him, but definitely has a high tempo and was like super, open. I mean, that's just how it is when Marine talks to each other pretty much anyways, right? It's just like, hey, what's going on, bro? We've known each other forever.
Right. No doubt. I just wish the hat go to my Guitars for Vets.
Yeah.
Scotty
Yeah.
Lee? Fredenburg?
Yeah, I think he might have. He said there was no sound, so he might have
Bounced out.
yeah.
You're right
I
on.
think he'll be back in here. He's back in now. You're allowed him in. There he is. You can hear us now?
Yeah, I can.
Gosh dang, Army guys always messing some shit up, man.
Oh,
All right, so hey guys, let's go ahead and get into our third and final one that we have, and if we have enough time, maybe we'll pull out of the hat and just do a random one.
Nice.
But the next, before we get into the next one, someone did make a comment. It was right before we went into our break. So there are so many people they choose from, but I think it would be my grandpa. He passed away at 102. Wow. I'd love to talk to him and record our conversation about the things he saw in his life. All right. Well, if you're on the Facebook side, sometimes we can't see your name. It's something between StreamYard and Facebook. I don't know, but we appreciate your answer. And all right, let's fire off the next one. Now, this one I pulled out. This one was from my wife, and listen to the question, and you'll understand that it's from my wife.
Barbara French was who said that.
What's that?
Barbara French.
Oh, nice. Okay. Thanks, Barbara. If you were only allowed to have one type of pet, what would it be?
Wow.
Jason, this one, we'll go with you first.
You're going to make me start this one? All right. I'd have to go with a tiger so I could be the new Tiger King. The tigers are pretty badass too, so
they are. All right, Scott, what about you, man?
I'm gonna keep it simple, man. Definitely a dog. I'm not a cat person, not anything else, you know. I love my boxers. We've had a couple boxers throughout my life. German Shepherds, had those when I was younger growing up. So definitely dogs. So
all right. Not bad. I mean, that might be a close, I don't know, second for me, but I think if I was to have one, it would be like you guys are gonna laugh. Like a little monkey.
Dude, I want a monkey.
Little one of those little spider monkeys or something, dude. You know, like I've been seeing them. Like people could have them. I looked in my state. I was like, oh shit, I'm one of the states that you can't have them, man. Yep. There's like 5 states or something you can have a monkey. I was like,
you can have them in Nebraska, but you can't have them in Lincoln or Omaha. But if you move outside of city limits, you could have a monkey. I'm like, I told the wife, I'm like,
go figure.
We're moving outside the city limits, so I can have a monkey.
That's what I told my wife. I was like, we're moving somewhere where I can get one of those little guys, and I want to take them to the drive-through.
Even though it would be cool to live side by side with a gorilla, though, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be kind of cool to, you know, if they don't kick your ass or something like that.
Right. You get a big old silverback as your buddy. Come on, son, bitch, let's go.
Gets in the car and it leans one side.
He's like, yeah, right. He's driving. He's like, hey, I got it with my feet and shit.
Right.
Oh man. That's the hypothetical. See, that's what's wacky about Wednesdays. It's just wacky Wednesdays. We're talking about some wacky stuff. All right, so you know what? What's that? Did someone else say something? Oh. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull out the hat. And we're going to go ahead and see. Whoa, someone just popped in, huh? Oh, gosh, a late bloomer. And we'll go ahead and, since the late bloomer decides to come on in, we'll let him flower.
He didn't have a link.
What? Yeah, I know. And it's been in there, but it's okay. It's Derek. We love him.
Well, he's a
Here's Derek Thompson.
Had to send him the link.
Man, I just wanted to join
in here. I don't know. I don't know, Ken. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I don't see your face, but
we can't see.
We might have to.
Oh, geez.
Well, at least we can see you. I think it's because of how many. Let me see if there's a different way to present here and bring him in here.
I mean, Derek does have a face for radio, so there he is.
Nope, can't do that one. But up there it is. Bada bing, bada boom. What up, buddy?
Oh, not
this
a lot.
Is Derek Thompson
man.
from
I just
Shadow
wanted to
Mark.
jump on and talk to you guys a little bit and see how everyone's doing.
Hey man, we are just peachy. As you can see, we're just sitting here asking and answering hypothetical questions. So as you came in here, bro, now you get to ask. And yeah, dude, it's gonna be every Wednesday. I got a whole hat full. And like I said, if you guys are watching and you want to have a hypothetical question in there, I'll read it off just as I did right here. And as you can see, this one came from my wife. The whole, what pet would you have? So,
dude, I got to tell you, I'm a little jealous of Derek. I'm seriously jealous of Derek because he's doing, is it Fucked Up Fridays with Shannon Book?
No,
Foo Bar Fridays is
What?
what we're
Foo
looking
Bar
at
Friday.
doing.
Foo Bar
We're looking at
Friday.
doing Foo Bar Fridays with Shannon Book. I'm trying to talk to him right now and get that lined up. I'm letting him kind of get back into his. I think he's just in like Maryland or something like that. So letting him get settled back in, and then we're gonna see what we can do. I told him to put his competition pants on since Donald's got the Guns N' Roses now.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, look at everybody expanding out there. You know,
So we're just trying to come up with some new stuff and be out there, be more consistent, more available. You know what I mean?
yeah. This is my subtle way of hooking Jason in. It's like, bro, it's just an hour on Wednesdays. Come on, hang out.
Yeah.
You know.
And
He's
instead
trying to
Hero
get
stock,
the
and then
out,
you
yeah.
know we got other stuff to do. But hey, dude, also too, man, he is a new addition to the Gunroom Radio. I mean,
Yeah.
so
I'm really
He's
excited
got-
about that.
he's got that going on now. He's going to be playing on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Beer days and
Yeah,
tunes,
dude.
right?
Yeah, beer days and tunes, man. I'm so excited about it. And just to kind of explain the beer day thing for everyone, if you're at sea for 45 days or more, you're allotted a beer day. So I just wanted to kind of throw that in there, get a little bit of military nostalgia back into the whole group, and keep it, you know, rustic a little bit.
Yeah, I got you. Well, man, I'm excited to have you, you know, as also do, because it's, you know, and if you need help, let me know. If you need help, let me know, because it
absolutely
is.
need help. I've been
There's a little bit
staring
of a
at
power
the,
curve on there.
Yeah, I've been staring.
I
at
had a
the
lot of
whole thing, and I'm like, okay.
I had a lot of technical difficulties today. Just got to know how to like fumble through it, you know.
Right.
But you got
Like,
through it, man.
uh-oh.
You did it.
It's the Marine in me, bro. Adapt and overcome, right, brother?
Hell
That's what
yeah.
they
Every
say.
time, man. Every time.
Attack that hill. I got it.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, it ain't Marine.
Yeah, no, she's
That's exactly
all right.
it,
Hey,
too,
well,
man.
we got about 6 more minutes before we're gonna wrap it up. So, I know you just joined us
More
a little late, dude.
hypotheticals, man.
But let's get your hypothetical on what pet. If there was one type of pet, what would it be for you?
Bro,
If
I've
you
already
only had
got
one to choose.
I've already got him. I got my dog Oakley, and he's the greatest dog on the face of the planet, man. Like, come home, he gives me a hug. You know, you can lock him in the back of your trunk for an hour, and when you let him out, he's not going to hate you. You know, you can't do that with like a wife or anything. So it just, I'm happy to have him. I couldn't be. I think he's part wolf, so I guess we could say wolf maybe even too.
That's awesome. Yeah, I seen him in a couple of your videos here and there. You'll see him walking in the back.
Yeah, he just likes to show up and have a good
He's
time.
he's a big dude.
He is
dude.
a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I didn't want to
hey,
be a
what
tiger
about?
king like
We'll ask you the other one real quick. So, what about if you had one person you can hang out with for 24 hours, past or present? Who would that be for you?
Honestly, man, it honestly probably would be my grandpa, just because I never got to meet him. And I always thought it'd be fascinating to kind of pick his brain. You know, he died when my dad was relatively young, and we never got to meet him. But you know, I knew my grandma, and just based off that, I mean, it'd just be amazing. He was a glider pilot in World War II, so if I could just pick his brain for 24 hours, it'd be so fun.
Yeah, man. I know.
You-
I definitely
Y'all
miss my
realize
ranch, too.
that if we asked Eric Mello this, he would say chief.
Yeah, he would. He would absolutely say chief.
He would want to hang out with Chief for 24 hours.
We can probably arrange that. You know what I mean?
Right. Hero socks.
Yeah, well, all right. So, last but not least, would you rather be invincible or able to read minds?
I think read minds for sure, man. Like, I mean, there's just so many things you can do with that. Because if I was invincible, I think I would just or invincible. I think I'd just get myself in more trouble than I usually am. So
Yeah,
reading minds, that
definitely
sounds,
be finding yourself in the wrong places, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. Or the other one problem with that, being able to read minds is then you're going to find out a lot about what people really think about you,
Right. Yeah.
and then you're like, oh no. Sit there. What'd you just call me? What?
Or you're like, well, now I know.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I'd have no friends. It'd be terrible.
Oh, sheesh. Someone's food's there.
No, that was my doorbell. My daughter has friends coming over to play. They lay on the doorbell usually lay on the doorbell until someone answers it.
Right.
Love that.
Well, hey, you see, they got that quick.
Dang, dang.
Right.
Hey, that's a new thing you need to add to this, Brian. Make them ring a doorbell to come in.
Dang. Right. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Somebody shows up, you got to ring the doorbell, and then you get to come on the show. See?
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom.
Hey, congrats on the NBR radio, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Thanks, man. Yeah, we just today's first day. We're giving it a try, and every Wacky Wednesday we're gonna be here
Until
It's
we
a
get
new
banned.
thing.
That's so awesome.
and we're super excited. But yeah, so I got to get ready to wrap it up because this one's an hour show, and I want to say thank you so much for you guys joining in, Scott, Derek, Jason. I really appreciate it, and you guys are more than welcome to join every Wednesday. It is a lot of fun when we have more guests on and more people to ask some random questions. And by the way, if you guys are watching this, if you want to hear some kind of random question, submit it, and we'll give it a try. I mean, throw it at us. We're big boys. I can only imagine how crazy that could actually probably get. But also, as you guys can see, there's a number on here. You guys are more than welcome to call or text, and we'll bring you on in, and you can get a part of the conversation that way as well. So this is going to be the new and improved thing. So I'm looking forward to being a part of the MBR family. And once again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. If you guys could like, share, do all that great stuff, that will really help. And until next time,